Good evening, everybody. Apologies I can't be there. I'd like to just quickly go through what Unifrog is and also how it's going to be used over the next year to help with the UCAS process. So you can see from the first slide here, it's got every university course on it. So we use it for a search engine to find courses. It's got every apprenticeship and college course as well. So if you're currently weighing up, do I want to do a university or not, you can have a look there. But obviously we're going to focus predominantly on the university section today. It's also got things called MOOCs on it, which we'll be looking at with the students across the year. And if you're considering applying to Oxford or Cambridge, it's on there as well. There's an Oxbridge tool. So what I'm going to do is go through how to sign up and a few key features, just so that you're aware of how it all works. So how do you sign up? Well, firstly, for most of you, this actually isn't relevant because most of the students have already signed up to it. If for some reason they haven't already, the process is really simple. You simply go to unifrog.org over on the right hand side of the screen there. Don't worry about obviously having to write all this down now. This PowerPoint presentation will be sent out to you. So you'd go to unifrog.org, and as it says there with the arrow, you sign in for the first time. And then every student has a form code, and the form code links you to your form tutor. But as it says there, if you've got 2 tutors or you move tutor group, we can change that later on, but it's more important to get signed up. So the form codes are all down the right hand side there. And as I say, most students have already done this already, but if you haven't, they're there. But again, don't worry about writing them down. This will get emailed out to you, and it'll also be on the website. So for year 12, there's 2 main sections of Unifrog, and I've just screen printed one of them here. You can see that there's essentially 6 tiles here. For the most of you for this evening for UCAS, obviously the top left one is relevant, UK universities, and we'll go through that in a moment. But there are also, as I said before, the apprenticeships, colleges, MOOCs there, and also Dutch universities, which we put on there simply because it's quite cheap to go to university abroad. Not many students take up that option, but at certain countries in Europe, there are some good opportunities there. So it might be worth a look if there is anyone looking abroad. But for the vast majority of you, it'll be looking at the top left here at that universities tool. Okay, this is where I'll need a bit of help from my friends actually on site. I've put a video in there of how to use the universities tool, so I'll get one of my colleagues now to press play. I don't think you'll need to necessarily watch the whole process because I think many of the students have been through it before, and you've probably seen it as well. It's just to kind of go through the first couple of sections of the university tool and what it looks like from the main page to start with, and how you click through the process. So if you wouldn't mind clicking play now, thank you very much. Okay, this is the second section where this is kind of more of the admin nuts and bolts section of Unifrog. It's all on the main page still, so it's really easy to find, but it's just lower down. And on here, you've got a personal statement, and post 18 intentions is probably the most important one there. I know that sounds silly on a UCAS evening, that the UCAS one isn't as important, but simply when you've done the university tool, you click on which of those universities that it pops up that you like. So that will have already that one links to the UCAS tool down the bottom left there, and therefore that's just a case of you putting in your top 5. And it's a really simple tool which we'll look at with the students during the year. Not all students complete their personal statement process through Unifrog. Currently only the Apple House completely does it. However, so far we've already had 72 students from year 12 start their personal statement using Unifrog. Even if you're not going to use Unifrog, the personal statement tool, with your tutor, because they're a slightly different process, it's definitely worth going on there to have a look, because it gives you advice and guidance on how to start different paragraphs, how to structure it. So even if you're not going to complete it totally on there, it's really worth a look for that. And on the top right there, it says post 18 intentions. During our UCAS training week, I asked every single student to complete the post 18 intentions. Now, I know a number of students might say, well, I'm not sure yet whether I want to go to university, do an apprenticeship, but that isn't set in stone. So you go into that tool, click start, and you can go through different options and change them around, which I'll just show you briefly now. So here's the post 18 intentions tool. I've got a bit of a confused student here. They want to be a farmer. They might want to do computer science, biomed, drama, or do an engineering apprenticeship. But that's just really to show you the different kind of options that you can put in into here. The idea for this is that it gives us, as the teachers and tutors, the best sort of up-to-date information about what your thinking is currently. So as I said previously, it doesn't matter if this isn't perfect now, but if you can put in a number of the things that you're thinking about doing, so plan A, well actually at the moment maybe I'm thinking of going to university like this student. Plan B, well I might be thinking about doing an apprenticeship or getting a job somewhere in a certain area. It gives us the up-to-date information about what you're thinking about doing. And as I say that, you'll notice that by each of these little bits of information, there's a little kind of waste paper bin sign or a little bin sign. You can click on that at any time and then change what your plan A and your plan B is. But it's really useful if you can keep that updated for us. It just means that we're best able to help sort of the students and give them advice and guidance. Okay, just to finish off, I'm going to just sort of let you know about a program that we do in school called the Champion program, the Fellow program. Many of the students already sat out there this evening are already Unifrog champions, so that's why it's congratulations. To become a Unifrog champion, you complete a number of activities on Unifrog, so filling in, sort of starting your CV, using the universities tool, the apprenticeships tool, just to get yourself used to using it. And we've got around 80 Unifrog champions in year 12, which is brilliant. It's the most we've ever had. And we've kind of taken that a little bit step further this year to the Unifrog Fellow program. Now, the reason why I wanted to launch the Unifrog Fellow program with you is because one of the key features that universities look for is student leadership, and we're doing a lot more on that this year in the sixth form, and this is just another opportunity to do that. Once you move into year 13, it's great for us because it can help the year 12s, but also for you guys applying to university or apprenticeships, the more leadership opportunities that you can show that you've done, the better. They're wonderful things for personal statements for UCAS or application forms for apprenticeships. This isn't going to be the only time you see about the Unifrog Fellow program, so don't worry if you are reading those and going, oh, I've got to make a note down. As I say, this will come out to you. Essentially, what we're looking for is a whole range of students. This is not technology-based students. To be really great at Unifrog and also understand about MOOCs, which I said we'll go through in the year, so don't worry too much if you're not sure what those are. Go through how to apply to university. It's really beneficial for the young people because, as I say, it shows that you've done student leadership, but also obviously by learning about how to apply to university, how to do personal statements, you just become better yourself, which gives you the best opportunity. So why you want to do it? As it said there, it's brilliant for your CV. We can put it on a reference for your school, from the school that you've done it, and also the leads at Unifrog, the guys who run it, have said that they'll give you the opportunity, if you become a Unifrog fellow, to represent the school at a Unifrog industry event, so a careers-based event that they run. And again, that would be amazing for CVs for you guys and for applying to university, showing that you're a really proactive person and you really sort of have taken that sort of extra step. So thank you for listening to that. Again, apologies I can't be here. If you do have any questions, I'm back in at the end of the week after my DOV expedition. However, I'll also email out to everybody this evening my section of the presentation. I know that's going to get emailed out anyway. And also some help videos and links to go through the Unifrog process, including signing up, the university's apprenticeships tool, and what MOOCs are, these weird things I keep talking about. So thank you very much for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call or email me, or even better, get students to come into the sixth form and ask. Thanks a lot.